Hi guys, thanks for stopping by my channel. My name is Amanda Arroyo, and today I'm going to talk to you about how my husband and I turned our little lake house property into a six-figure Airbnb business in just 1 year. So if this is something that interests you, stay tuned and I'm going to explain everything to you. So first of all, the biggest point I want to drive home here is that you do not need a ton of money to invest in a small little property and turn it into a short-term rental. My husband and I are normal people with normal jobs. We have a baby, another baby on the way. We're not millionaires yet. We plan on being millionaires, gonna manifest that now, but we're not millionaires yet. If we can do this, you can absolutely do this. Let me just give you a little background information about how this even came about. So my husband and I always used to go to this little lake town about 45 minutes from our house. We love it. We loved it so much we bought a used boat. Not a new boat, a used boat, because that's a very bad investment, but we'll save that for another video. So we bought our boat and we used to float around the lake, looking at all the big lakefront mansions, dreaming that that would be ours one day. We would go on Zillow and Trulia and all of those websites every single day for over a year, just looking for the perfect property. And then we finally found it. It's not lakefront, it's not a mansion. It's set back a little bit from the lake, close enough. It's 600 square feet. It's extremely small. It has no yard, no frills. I mean, it's a tiny property, but they had just renovated it. It was turnkey. It was ready to go. We didn't need to spend any money doing anything. I mean, move in ready. It was perfect. So we thought to ourselves, all right, we're taking a mortgage out on it. Because like I said, we don't have the money to buy properties in cash. Normal people taking out a mortgage. So why don't we list it on Airbnb? If it rents out once a month and pays for the utility bills, then that's great. You know, it did something for us, and the rest is just history. Once we decided to list it, my creative wheels in my head started turning. I planned out exactly how I wanted to decorate it. I wanted it to be modern and unique to the area. You know, I checked the comparable properties on Airbnb in the area. Everything was very old-fashioned, log cabin, kind of feel vintage. And I wanted to go with something more modern and clean feeling, more of like a resort, fancier, more luxurious. So that's exactly what I did. I spent money where I needed to spend money. I cut corners where I could. And I'm really, really happy with how the property turned out. I love the amenities that I leave for people, the personalized greeting, a bottle of wine, a lot of things like that, which I'll get into in my next video, which I'm excited to film. Anyway, so I took great pictures. I created my listing. I got the short-term rental permit from my town and it was ready to go on Airbnb. I was so nervous. I listed it and literally turned my phone off and went to bed. The next morning I woke up with 3 bookings. I was freaking out. I couldn't believe it. I was not ready for actual people to come there, but it was the best thing we ever did. And just a side note with that, it just goes to show you how important your pictures are and how important your listing is, because when you have no reviews at first, guests have nothing to go by except for what it looks like. So it needs to be clean, aesthetically pleasing. People want to feel like, oh my God, I could totally see myself there. Long story short, the first guest that stayed there loved it, left a 5-star review. The second guest, same thing, 5 stars. Third guest, 5 stars. I loved how I was setting everything up. I was getting so much positive feedback from them. That's why reviews are great too, because I've learned a lot from my reviews. Not every single review you're gonna get is gonna be 5 stars. So you have to have tough skin and take the constructive criticism, learn from it, and just improve yourself. It's only gonna make you a better host. I truly believe what set us apart from other Airbnbs in the area is our aesthetic, the theme of the house, how clean it was, how you felt like you were truly at a hotel and not somebody's house. We have no personal items in the house at all whatsoever. It feels like a hotel. All the sheets match. They're all brand new and clean every single time. All the towels match, brand new and clean every single time. People care about that stuff a lot. People are picky. I understand that. I'm like that when I travel. So you really have to be on top of your game all of the time. Reviews can make you or break you. You know, if you get a bad review, people might not book you. So like I said, it's just really important to be accommodating. We were on such a roll and I was loving the hospitality business so much that I decided, okay, you know what? We're gonna make this a full-blown business. This isn't just gonna be something to offset our bills. Like, I'm so into this, I love it, and we are gonna do it. So after about 6 months, we had saved up everything from that property, minus obviously the bills, the mortgage, whatever. But we didn't spend a dime of that money. We found another property on the same lake, much less expensive, huge fixer-upper. It was a lot of work. But we bought it and we fixed it up ourselves. My husband needed back surgery. I was 7 months pregnant when we closed, and we did so much of the work ourselves. I mean, sweat equity saves you so much money. The choices that you decide on, what you splurge on, what you cut back on, as far as a rental property goes, all these things are so important. So we ended up really getting a lot for our money and what we spent, and the house came out stunning. That's been listed since April. So both of them together, it's now the end of November. We will see over $100,000 by December. And it's so amazing. I still can't believe it sometimes. But we worked really hard and it definitely paid off. I mean, blood, sweat, and tears have gone into this business over the last year. I wouldn't change anything. I love it. So the houses are booked consistently at about 87 to 90% capacity per month. And it's just wild to see how much it's grown. We have over 100 5-star reviews. I'm now a super host on Airbnb for the 4th time in a row. It's just really exciting. We might even do another property one day, who knows? But these ones are doing really, really well, and it's tangible to achieve, like it really is. So guys, just circling back to my main point, we aren't these filthy rich investors with 35 Airbnb properties all over the world. We are just normal people who took a chance on this little 600 square foot bungalow on the lake, hoping people would love it just as much as we do. And why not make a little money while you're doing it, right? And it has turned into just the most amazing business. Like I said, if we can do it, you can do it. Don't feel discouraged. Take a chance on it. You know, we ended up having 2 long-term investments on this as well. You know, we make money off the Airbnb properties, but you have to think, now we have 2 real estate investments that are long-term. You could pass to your children. You could sell them for so much higher than you paid for them in years from now. It's just a great investment all around. So thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment with other things you'd like to see. I can't wait to make more content for you and share with you all the ideas I have in my head. I have so many great tips and tricks, what to do, what not to do. So I hope you look forward to seeing more, and I will talk to you soon.